Swiper, you just mentioned something about the top 6 teams in the Western Conference and what they're looking at right now. Like, what are the Lakers going to look like next season? But before you answer that, right? Before Wemby goes down, I mean, this team is on their way to winning 40+ games before Wemby goes down. And 40 games get you in the play-in tournament this season. And they're on their way to winning 40+ games.
They'll be sitting right next to the Kings.
Okay, so now next year, right? So now next year, you're telling me Wemby's going to be better. De'Aaron Fox is going to have a whole season with him, and they're going to make some moves. This top 6 team, the Lakers are going to look a lot different next season. What are your Nuggets going to look like next season? Because I've heard countless times from you don't really like what's going on with this team in terms of roster construction. There needs to be some changes made. So they're going to look different. The Clippers are going to look different next year too. Also, right? What is Minnesota going to look like next year? So is it ridiculous to think? Is it ridiculous to think that San Antonio?
A lot of teams that are they're still better than the Spurs, though. You know,
right now.
I mean, my thing is, if the Rockets made the jump that they made, I can easily see the Spurs doing that. Not easily. Like, I don't want to say like it's that.
No, you can say that, Ron. They don't have Wemby. The Rockets don't have Wemby.
They don't have Wemby or De'Aaron. The Rockets went from a 40-win team.
The Rockets have on the top.
Jumped up to the number 2.
Yeah, we went from 500 to 11 wins more. Right.
Oh, okay, I think the Spurs could do that too.
Yeah, to 11 wins more, they'll get 45.
No,
wins.
not 11 wins more.
Here's what I was
that range.
Well, here's what I was going.
Oh, so 18 wins more.
Well, and remember, I mean, they were on that. What I was going off of with Wemby not being hurt. That's what I was going off of, and the fact that Wemby stayed healthy, and this team was on their way to winning 40+ games. Let's just say 42. All right, let's put that number there. Let's say 42 games. So the next season, with Wemby coming back, with De'Aaron Fox coming back, with whatever roster construction they're going to put together, right? So I do think that they need. I do think that they need another long ball shooter, right? In addition to them getting another long ball shooter, I think they can shore up their backup lead guard spot.
So the Grizzlies won 48 games, Joe. Do you think they'll be better? Then that was the AC. Do you think they'll be 48 games?
I think we can have I think that with Wemby being healthy, with De'Aaron Fox being healthy, I think we can have a conversation about that. Sure. I don't think that's ridiculous to think that, considering what they would have done had Wemby stayed healthy. I think we'd be up here talking about them if they were a play-in team that made some noise. I think we'd be up here talking about them next season like they were a bona fide playoff team.
If Wemby is the player that we all project him to be, then he has a good enough roster to be a top 6 seed in the West next year.
Oh, that's tough, dog.
If Wemby is projected, if he's on a GOAT trajectory and he gets, I mean, that's his ceiling. That is his ceiling. He has De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, you have Castle, who just won Rookie of the Year. You know, he makes some strides in off season.
Devin Vassell, the Baylor GOAT, Jeremy Sohan.
Yeah, I mean, that's a cool little crew over there. And then if Wemby takes his another step, either probably offensively. I mean, he kind of is what he is already defensively.
So, but then you have then at the top it's the Thunder, and then you have Houston. Unless they just take a diabolical step back, which is possible because this was
they can be better than Houston.
Fluke season for them. And then you have the Lakers. They could take a step back if they just want to chop the roster.
Where's their diabolical step back?
Chill did it. I was saying Chill did address this, that they could, or somebody yesterday, blow it up and then just restart for 1 year. I get it, 100%. I don't know if they'll do that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Right. The Clippers will be there. The Nuggets will be better next year. This is
no. Give them a diabolical step back.
All right,
give them a diabolical step back.
Wait.
If we go a diabolical step back,
I said health. He premised health. The Nuggets weren't healthy this year. I'm saying, like, let's say they're healthy next year.
We're a young team. What young team takes diabolical steps back?
So then you got that, right? So then, well, I mean, Houston. It's Jalen Green. And then we have outside of that. We have Memphis. Memphis could be better next year.
Oh, but they can be better. Okay.
The Mavericks will be better next year for sure. I think we all agree.
They will be.
Dallas will be better. Yes.
Hey man, y'all slipping on Portland Trailblazers, bro. Especially
it's hard
especially for Tumani FC, right to my immediate. Well, I guess the camera this way. Tumani FC over there. You're a huge Scoot Henderson fan now. Obviously, you're a Denny Advia fan. Donovan Clingan is really good. They're going to get another elite draft pick this year. I mean, the Portland Trailblazers are going to be really solid.
Oh, it's hard to be a top 6 seed. Like, it's like easy to be like, in theory, they can be top 6. And then you read down the West and it's like, God damn, there's 11 teams who are like really good.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just add their name to to the pool.
To that list.
Yeah,
sure.
then you add their name to the pool of teams that could be a top 6 seed, but could also be the 11th seed. Like, that's what the West is. Like,
assuming health for the Spurs, I do not see that. I don't see how they're below 8 next year.
Well,
I'd assume they'd be. I'm
assuming
assuming they'll be better than the Kings. Like, I'm fine with that.
Whoa.
The Suns.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Is
Whoa,
Sabonis still there?
I'm assuming. Yeah, I might be wrong.
They saying a shooting guard is gonna pass up Sabonis next year. I'm not with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sure. So I'm assuming they'll be better than the Kings. Kyrie's gonna miss most of next season, so I'm gonna assume they'll be better than Dallas.
That's true.
OKC, obviously not.
I think Dallas is gonna be a lot better than y'all give.
The
them
credit.
Timberwolves, obviously not.
They'll be there.
I don't know about obviously not with the Timberwolves.
To me, it's obvious. And then it comes down to like, are the old teams gonna fight to avoid the play-in, or are they just trying to get to the playoffs healthy and they're fine with being in the play-in? That's where you get the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets. Are they fine being a play-in team?
The Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah. Are they fine being a play-in team and preserving health over regular season record? Like the Rockets went all out for the regular season record because they.
So add in and Giannis trade to the Warriors. So what
So
will
like
they be?
that plays a part in it. Like the Spurs are gonna be in playoff contention next year. That's
Sure
where I'm at. But I don't know where that means. Top 6, I don't know. Top 8, I don't know. Top 10, I'm fairly confident.
Dre, how do you feel about the Spurs?
I mean, they got some good young talent there, man. I think Wemby fell into a good situation. He's learning from Chris Paul, Pop, veterans. But I think they're on the right track. They could be the future, if they keep building around what they got. But I like what they got going on for sure.
Yeah, and then also too, where they slotted the pick at right now, obviously we won't know until the lottery is actually in like 10 days. But what's their projection? I think they have.
They got
Atlanta. I think they're projected for like 6 or something or 7.
And they got Atlanta's pick too. Don't leave that out.
They're projected 8. They're projected 8 with a 6% chance of number 1. And then they also get Atlanta's pick, but that would be 14th probably. So 2
lottery picks. And I'm saying this to say they got 2 lottery picks. They got still a treasure chest of young assets. We never know what move they might go bust.
I'm loving it.
So let's go full crazy mode. Right? Let's say they win the draft lottery.
I was thinking top 4, Mars. That's what I'm thinking.
No. But let's say they win the draft lottery.
Yeah.
Do you package Cooper Flag, the number 1 pick, Devin Vassell, whatever else, and go for Giannis, or do you build with Cooper Flag and Wemby?
Mars, stop. Wait, Mars. If we're taking it, if we're buying out the ball, Mars, don't just buy out some of the ball. Buy the whole ball. The Atlanta Hawks get the number 3 pick. By the way, they don't get the 14th pick. Atlanta gets the number 3 pick too. In addition,
one's a lot more realistic than the other. But I mean,
last year they ended up winning the lottery. I mean,
the 9th. This one is 14th. But if you want to give them 2 top 3 picks, then
so if we buying the ball, let's not buy some of the ball. Let's buy the whole bar out, right?
I tried to keep it somewhat realistic.
No.
Buy out the whole ball.
So again, Mars, they win the lottery and they end up getting. Atlanta ends up with the 4th pick. So I got the number 1 pick and I got the number 4 pick in the draft. That's what I got. In addition to having Wemby, in addition to having De'Aaron Fox, that's what I got. So what's the plan here? Am I moving forward with Cooper Flag, or am I boxing up both Cooper Flag and the number 4 pick? And I'm calling up the Milwaukee Bucks and I'm checking their temperature on Giannis.
I'm not giving up the 1st and the 4th.
Me personally, I'm keeping
for Giannis.
I'm keeping Cooper Flag.
But I'm saying if I'm already giving you, let's say I'm willing to
diminish Giannis, Joe.
Diminished.
What kind of Giannis?
A diminished Giannis.
Giannis is not diminished.
Who's a largely offensive player now? Man, I'm not giving no 1st and 4th for that. I'm not gonna lie to you,
brother.
Swiping, you getting fired. That's a GM. You 100% getting fired. You ain't giving up Giannis.
Well, why would you trade for a 30-year-old?
I'll give up the 4th pick. I'll give up the 4th pick for Giannis.
But why not give up the 1? But they're gonna say, okay.
I want Cooper Flag.
I know, but I'm saying, what if they're like, okay, we won't take the 1 and the 4, right?
Wait, are we this the Spurs we're talking about?
Yes. This is San Antonio.
I want Cooper Flag.
I'd rather have Cooper Flag with Wemby for the next 12 years, honestly.
That's
just see what you can do with it.
I'm not me personally. If you
you're banking on the fact
If the Spurs win the lottery, I'm not trading that pick.
They'll have the best defensive front court in the NBA for the next 10 years.
Like Cooper Flag is 18. Wemby's 21.
Yeah, we're good.
That timeline is perfect.
Is
You're
Cooper
right.
Flag ever
But
going to be as
this
good
timeline
as Giannis
is
is
also,
right now?
It's not necessarily
No,
Wemby
no.
will
perfect.
be. It's not about Cooper Flag being as good as Giannis. It's about Wemby being as good as Giannis, and then Cooper Flag can go compliment him. And
I
then
can
you
get
have
with
them
that.
for 12 years as opposed to Giannis for like 6.
Cooper,
I
so
can
think
get
about
with
it.
that.
Cooper Flag
I could get
with
that.
my ultimate trio. You'll have an all-star in Devin Vassell, which I've called this already. You'll have a don't do that. I've told you this multiple times. Cooper Flag
Yeah, I just don't
with
agree.
Wemby, with Stephon Castle, and then Jeremy Sohan at like the Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? Like wing, see the vision, wing, like point guard thing, playmaker, 7 assist a game, y'all. Psh, it's about to be dirty, bro. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm keeping Cooper Flag.
I don't know. I think you guys might be tripping.
I mean, Giannis is like one of the.
Oh, God.
Giannis is a
Yo,
top 5 player in the world.
Giannis
so, yeah,
and
A five is
Wemby
crazy.
I'm
together.
I am trading.
There ain't 5
I'm
players
100%.
better than Giannis. But nah.
No.
I'm 100% getting
low. I said
Giannis.
you're too low.
I'm 100%. You can have that number 1 pick. You can have it. For Giannis, I'm doing it. 100%.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm doing it.
I love
He's
Cooper and everything.
30. Like, why I gotta do that?
I love. I mean, you don't have to.
How
but
much
I mean,
longer does
I
Giannis
love-
got, Chill? 3-4 years?
At least
I got
6.
4. I got 4. I think I got no.
Yeah, I would say.
Wait,
6.
Mars. Wait, let him answer this. How you got 4 years? 4 years?
I got 4. I got 4 more years at this level of 30, 10, and 6.
You got Cooper Flag's rookie contract.
Yeah.
Amount of years left. And by the time Coop gets to year 5, what is he?
I don't know what he is, but I know what
I'd like
I
to
know
think
what-
he's an all NBA level player.
I know what Giannis is right now. And if I could get 4 more years of this, and then I can figure it out in 4 years of what I'm doing with Giannis, because it's not like Giannis is Dominique Wilkins. He's gonna fall off a cliff. No, I
How
don't
do you
think
know?
that's gonna happen. I don't. The same way you
But
don't know
when is an
Cooper Flag's gonna turn
athlete? When is an athlete like that maintaining that kind of
LeBron.
athleticism?
I hate to step in and interrupt this intense yap session that you're currently watching, but I just have to inform you on all the amazing, spectacular, fabulous, endless ways to play and win over at Prize Picks. Basketball fans, I know the season is just tipping off. Yes, I know this. But you know what that means? It means that you have an opportunity to pick your favorite players and their matchups that are the most thrilling, and you can win money from these. With Prize Picks, you can play daily NBA contests and test your hoop knowledge by choosing the player projections and every single stat line imaginable to make your Prize Picks and take home some nice hard-earned cash. Are you a rookie in the game? Don't even sweat it. I got the playbook for you right here. All you have to do is download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and you will get $50 instantly when you play 5 here with Prize Picks. So what are you waiting for? Download Prize Picks, use promo code PANEL, and join me as we break down all of our amazing daily picks right here on the panel. Prize Picks. Run your game, control your game, win your game. It's easy, baby. It's easy.
Well, but LeBron is a 1-of-1 situation.
No, but you can't ask when there's.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
let's say
LeBron.
LeBron. Okay, let's do that.
It's a
LeBron
group in the league
and
right now.
Giannis. What? What'd you say, Mark?
It's a group of them in the league right now of athletes still playing into older age and still being dominant and still playing good.
I've asked this question.
James Harden.
I've asked this question like a few times now,
Kevin Durant,
and it's like,
Steph.
do we have to shift our mindset on like how long like elite players can be elite? Because I mean, LeBron is making you question it. Kevin Durant is making you question it. Steph Curry is making you question
Giannis
it. Like
been injured 2
Steph
of the last
Curry is
three
a
playoffs.
37-year-old unathletic point guard.
Unathletic
like,
is nuts.
He's not a bursty athlete. He's not a twitchy athlete.
I don't know, I've seen him
Like,
drop
he's
by
never
Alvin Thompson
been
a few
that.
times.
And
this
then
year.
for him to be
I
6'3",
put him in a box the last 2 games, but I victory.
yeah, like he did. Nobody
Yeah,
talked
y'all,
about
but
that.
I'm taking this. I'm taking the 5 elite years of Giannis, and on top of that, here's also the thing too.
What if Coop is better than Wemby?
Oh, hey, and what if Jalen Green turns into Michael Jordan? I'm just saying.
One's a lot more likely than the other. I've seen Jalen Green have
My
38 in the playoff game.
thing is you don't know what's going to happen. Right now, I know I have a top 20, 15-ish player of all time, And
I ain't thinking all the time, Ron. Just stay right here in the game. How good is Giannis today in the game, Ron?
Blair said Giannis has been aging in dog
top
years with the
12
Bucks.
players in the NBA on the same team.
And
The only other team that can say that is maybe the Lakers.
And Wemby's
And
going
how'd
this
that
way.
happen?
So
Didn't they win the NBA
by
championship?
by the end of next year, I might have 2 top 5 players. That's the crash course that Wemby's on. And if it's not at the end of next year, 2 years from now, I got 2 top 5 players. On top of that, I still got De'Aaron Fox running the show.
But what if by
getting in
year
the paint
2,
and wheel,
Wemby isn't all NBA
alley-oops.
combos like Giannis is, though?
What if he is?
Yes. What if he is? We already think he's the consensus number 1 overall for a reason.
So to your point, Swiper, let's just say for the sake of argument, Cooper Flag in year 2 is in all NBA conversations.
He's an all defense player next year.
Right. 100%. So just so you know, if he's in all NBA conversations, that's great. I already got a guy who is first team all pro.
Who?
I got that.
Giannis.
Hey,
That's what Wemby was gonna be if he ain't get hurt.
Giannis isn't in all NBA conversations. He's in MVP conversations and consistently has been in MVP conversations.
100%.
It's levels to it, and he's going to be
I don't
in
think
MVP
anyone's
conversations.
arguing that Giannis isn't the best player involved. I think what we're arguing, like what I'm arguing, is let's be optimistic. I'm gonna be 6 years.
Yeah.
So Giannis is 30. I think he turns 31 in December.
He'll be 36.
So Giannis will be like 36, turning 37. 6 years of Giannis, or 12 years of Cooper Flag.
No, I get, but
What
it's
do I
not
want
just
next to
it's not just 6 years of Giannis though, because I do want to. So he hits the. You got 6 elite years, and we can even take it down. 5 elite years.
Sure.
Then he hits 35, right?
Mhm.
At this point, Victor Wembanyama is what age now?
20,
21,
26,
26.
Uh-oh.
Prime Wemby is hopefully.
But also too, at this moment in time, De'Aaron Fox is 31.
All right, yeah. Well,
So
he's
now-
not on the team by then.
So now you still got these 2 dudes at the top of their game. Yeah, Giannis is taking a step back, maybe 2 steps back, but now it's almost like the David Robinson thing. Now, hey, Tim Duncan, this your squad. Now, Tony Parker, De'Aaron Fox,
Ron, you still got the 4th overall pick this year.
Don't leave that out. Please don't leave that out.
That's what I'm trading. That's what I'm trading. That pick Giannis. I'm trading that
Okay,
one.
so what if the 4th overall pick is good? Who are the draft? I don't keep up.
Then
with
the
draft
Bucks got
prospects.
nice
Dylan
compensation.
Harper or something.
Dylan,
it would be
okay.
Dylan Harper.
What if
Oh,
they
hey,
have Dylan
BJ
Harper
Edgecombe.
on the team
BJ
as well?
Edgecombe.
Yeah, it'll be like a
VJ.
BJ Edgecombe or something.
Okay,
Like
VJ.
Okay. So what if VJ's good too?
then the Bucks win. They can take him.
No,
I'm getting cool. I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting cool.
VJ on the team with Giannis.
I mean, if you do the math,
Wemby,
Giannis was what, the
Fox.
15th overall
Come on,
pick.
bro.
VJ
Come on.
Edgecombe would be the 4th. So you know.
Exactly. So technically, I would get more value. Like, you're getting more than what you pay for. Like I'm not. Yeah, I'm not giving up 12 years of Cooper Flag.
Did y'all just see what
You
this
don't know
man
that you
did to
get
the
12
Panthers?
years of Cooper Flag. though.
Yeah,
Just like I-
lost in
just like I-
five.
just
You
like I don't know
lost
I'm
in
getting-
5 technically.
Just
so.
like I don't know that I'm getting
Yeah,
10
but
years
he
of
was
Wemby.
amazing.
I don't know that I'm going to get 10
Yeah,
years
he was
of Wemby.
amazing and lost in 5.
Yeah, he did have a Wemby on his team. Like what?
Yeah,
bro,
but Wemby can have a
man.
Cooper Flag on his
Uh, we're-
team.
And then also on top of that, okay, so Giannis is
Cooper Flag is turning a Christian league.
his defense is kind of, it's not what it used to be. But if
I'm
you
glad
put
you said
Wemby next to him, like
Yeah, but
come on, yo.
Cooper Flag.
Come
But I'm
on.
saying Ron. Just I know, but I
got
think
Giannis
just
and Wemby
draw this
roaming
into
on
your
the back
head.
end.
Cooper Flag could be an
And
all
running
NBA
the
defender
fast
by
break.
next year, right? And then you'd have Coop and Wemby together for the next 10 years. And Jordan's plugged into college basketball. He trains one-on-one, all that stuff. So there might be some other people that I'm saying that if I'm projecting going forward and I have a chance to continue to build elite, like not like regular blue chips, but like the 2 best non-Zion, LeBron, Anthony Davis blue chip number 1 overall picks maybe in the last 24 years or whatever. Let's say Cooper's 5th or 6th on that list. I got both of them on rookie contracts. Ron, I think that's a big deal.
No,
Because
I get what you guys are saying. Like you're pairing 2 5-star prospects, and you're basically putting them on a crash course for the rest of their season. That's like drafting Bron and Dwight Howard back to back. I get what you guys are saying. My thing is, I just don't know if Coop is going to be. I think he's going to be good regardless next to Wemby.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I just
hard to
don't know
project someone's going to be Giannis. Like,
MVP level caliber.
obviously.
I mean,
Well,
you asked LeBron. LeBron
Yeah,
was tell you what he thinks about
my
Coop.
question is, I think a big reason why, like, hey,
Swiper.
like, it's
LeBron
likely
said
the
what he
Spurs
thought
aren't
about
gonna do
Bronny.
Hold up, Jordan. Keep
Yeah,
going.
it's likely the Spurs aren't going to do this anyway. I just wanted to have this conversation for fun, but I think a big reason why this is so contentious because we don't know what Cooper Flag's going to be. So it's always the element of mystery. So if Wemby was in this year's draft,
Sure.
and let's
No,
say
Mars. No, Mars.
Why?
if
Why?
Wemby was in this year's draft, and let's say a team that has like title hope, so let's say the Sixers got the number 1 pick, would you trade that number 1 pick for Giannis?
No, but that's because
Why not?
it's Wemby.
What's that mean? You don't know what he's going to be.
Wait, is that because
Wemby,
you've seen
as
Wemby?
much as y'all
No,
think,
not
as much
just-
as y'all think Cooper Flag is a good prospect, and he is great prospect.
Wemby is a much better prospect.
Wemby is
That's
arguably the greatest prospect ever.
I agree.
So yeah, it's a different level.
I'm just trying to get the gauge. So
Yes.
Wemby, yes, okay. So let's say you got Paolo and Chet in them in this year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
You get the number 1 pick? Do you trade that pick for Giannis?
Well, that was a question for Paulo, so people probably did.
Who's on the team though? Is it still Wemby on
we're
the
assuming
team?
it's the Sixers. We're assuming it's the Sixers to get the number 1 pick.
Nope.
Do you trade
Since
that?
what year? Just
right now,
randomly.
This current Sixers.
Uh-huh.
And Embiid, Paul George, Maxey, and them, whatever.
Am I trading that pick for?
Do you trade the number 1 pick in a draft that has Paolo and Chet for Giannis?
Not if I'm the well, is Joel Embiid healthy?
But see, that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not.
Orlando,
That's why I'm not.
It's different with the Spurs because we know we have Wemby and De'Aaron Fox there.
No, we got Wemby with blood clots.
If we go, yeah, but he's still got 2 functional knees.
Mars, what you're asking me, Mars.
All right, let me change it to the Rockets. Okay, the Rockets. Do you trade the Paolo Chet pick for Giannis?
Yes.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I'm Orlando, I'm trading that pick for Giannis too. Yes,
Orlando's already. Well, it's for
Orlando.
You're saying,
I'm not picking Paolo, and I'm taking and I'm trading that for Giannis.
Wait,
do I have to remind you guys of a 30, 10, and 6 guy?
No, you don't have to remind us.
It comes down to the age thing. We all understand Giannis is a better player than everyone involved. We understand that. We also understand he turns 31 in December.
And he's already missed 2 of the last 3 postseason
injuries.
And
none of this comes down to player quality. It all comes down to timelines. That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, Jordan, say that. What'd you say, Jordan?
They both just got beat. Why does it matter?
Talk about it.
Got beat.
I don't think none of us are saying Paolo's better than Giannis.
He didn't look as bad as Luka,
or Wemby's better than Giannis. What we're saying is
facts.
Paolo's 22.
Nobody looked as bad as
Wemby's 21. Giannis is turning 31. Which timeline would you prefer? That's all it is. Which timeline?
I don't make the schedule.
I'm fairly confident Paolo will never be as good as Giannis. I'm fairly confident in that, but that doesn't mean that you'd rather have the 6 years over the 12. Like
100%. And Mars, to counter what you just said.
Wait, chill. I wanted to ask you real quick because I feel like Mars was doing a good job of getting the gauge on something. I want to know, in terms of like, where do you? Because if you said Mars said Paolo Chet, and then we said this is Wemby, and he said Paolo Chet. Where is Cooper Flag on your gauge of consensus number 1 overalls? That like as a prospect for you that you're saying the line is I'm not trading Giannis for Wemby, but what's the lowest you're going then? Where is Cooper on that list for you? Let's say Anthony Davis is right below Wemby.
I think Cooper Flag is a better prospect, and I don't think it's a wide margin, but I do think that he's a better prospect than Paolo, younger, better on younger, better on the defensive end. In terms of a prospect, and I don't think it's that far off.
He's much worse on the offensive end,
right? Cooper Flag is much worse on the offensive end coming into the league
than Paolo.
Than Paolo, I'm not gonna say much worse. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna do that. Paolo's not Paolo. I'm sorry.
Well, but to be fair, Jordan, Anthony Davis was not an offensive player at all, but he was considered a generational defensive player, which is why he went number 1. He was the like better version of what people thought Nerlens Noel was going to be, but like much better. I'm saying
Jordan dribble, he could shoot, he could do a whole bunch of things.
Where is Cooper? I guess consensus wise, because I think based on how he's measured and graded, if there's Wemby, here's Anthony Davis,
to answer your
here's
question,
Dwight.
Right.
Where is Cooper right below that?
So to answer your question, to answer your question, Swiper, this is Wemby, right?
Yep.
And I feel like with both Paolo and Cooper Flag, they're here, and I got Paolo I got Cooper Flag a little bit higher than Paolo. Not like this, but like this.
What? So you think Cooper Flag can take a team to the playoffs? like how Paulo can do with the Magic. You think Cooper Flag can do that?
Wait, when year 3 or year 2? Year 3?
Year 2.
Year three and
Paulo
two.
made
Two.
3 and
Year
2.
2. Well, year 2.
Okay,
this
so
year he barely played in that record.
Well, not only that. Let's be clear. If Cooper Flag in year 2 has a Franz Wagner running with him and has Jalen Suggs running with him, yes, I think he can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he. I think he's that good.
Know.
I don't think so.
I don't think Cooper long term might end up being better than Paulo. I don't think his first 3 years are as impressive as Paulo.
I don't even think long term.
And,
I mean, Cooper Flag's gonna be a really good piece to a championship. Don't think he'll be a star on the championship team though.
He does have defensive value that can't really be calculated.
Be a really good role player though. I think he'll be a really good role player. I don't think he's a franchise player or a superstar player. I think he's just gonna be really solid. Like he might turn into Lauri Markkanen. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Lauri Markkanen is really damn good. Is he a franchise player? Probably not.
Well, I think he's better than Lauri Markkanen.
I do too.
Maybe.
Yes,
Maybe Lauri Markkanen's pretty damn
Are your concerns like, because I know most of the critique is what is his ceiling as an offensive player? Like everybody's assuming like he's going to be at least an all defensive level defender, but
yeah, I think that might be a crazy assumption too, though. Like
so you don't know if he'll get there defensively either. Like
why is that a craziest? What did Paulo show you coming out of high school and coming out that 1 year at Duke? That
Chill, you are out of your mind. If you
I'm not.
Me out of high school, bro. Paulo,
not high school.
Paulo
I'm talking about the 1 year at Duke.
He's doing the exact same thing. Like
okay,
you can see him at Duke and say, "Oh, that shit gonna turn into the NBA."
Okay, so why can't I say the same thing about Cooper Flag?
Because
why is it not applied to him?
Okay, on offensive end, Paulo can't get by nobody one-on-one. He benefits from team. Cooper Flag can't get by nobody one-on-one. He benefits from a system. He benefits from somebody plugging and playing him. When it comes down to, hey, bro, they denying over here. You gotta go beat your man. He's not that good at it. Like, and you saw it in the tournament. On the defensive end, I think he's a good roamer. I think he can play help side defense and things like that. It's going to be really good at that. But all level like Anthony Davis, Giannis, Wemby, y'all out of y'all mind.
Who said that? Nobody. None of us up here said that.
I say Anthony Davis or Wemby.
None of us said that.
Okay, so what is he? Third team All NBA?
Third team.
Oh, defense or NBA?
On defense.
Okay, Paulo's not at that level. Paulo is not
it.
at that level. This is what we're talking about here. We're talking about Paulo being at that level in year 3. Could Cooper Flag be as good as Paulo in year 3? Could Cooper Flag be that good? I don't see why not.
I don't think so.
I don't see why not.
Chill. He's not that talented as a scorer like Paulo is.
And neither was Kawhi Leonard. We didn't think Kawhi Leonard was going to be 25 games.
Why are you talking about Kawhi Leonard?
It took
I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Kawhi in year 3 might not be
years,
better
though.
than Paulo. To be fair, Kawhi in year 3 might not be better than Paulo.
He's not.
I say might, so that some people be like, "Oh, he was good at defense." So I say might. Plausible deniability.
I'm saying though, like
average 15 points a game or whatever.
Cooper Flag is going to be better than Paulo on defense. Like I think we could all acknowledge that. The thing about it that I also do want to throw in there is Paulo's not just trash on defense.
I didn't say he was.
I'm just putting it out there because we don't put Paulo in the light of being a good defender, great defender.
Okay.
I think Paulo's not damn good defender, but I think
on a scale from 1 to 10, 10
we need to make a
Kirilenko,
PC scale with elite and damn good. Where's the
average defender?
Mikal Bridges, damn good.
I'll give him a 6-7. And the reason why I'm saying this is because like you're not on a top 3 defense in the NBA, top 2, top 4, whatever it is, and you're not that good of a defender. And he's
Jalen Green.
But we know Paulo's better than Jalen Green.
But you can't say you can't.
No, Mars. This is nasty what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Paulo is an intricate part of this defense. I'm guarding Jason Tatum.
He's like the most important defender.
But Paulo's a positive defender. He helps in that scheme.
Better than Wendell
He's
Carter.
okay. He's okay.
I'm saying Paulo can guard 1 through 4. I'm not saying he's locking up a 1. I'm not saying he's locking up a center. Paulo can guard 1 through 5. Paulo is a positive defender. Over there.
He is a positive defender.
I'm higher Paulo than I used to be, but
I'm saying he helps their defense. He doesn't take away from their defense.
That's a fact.
He helps their defense.
Ron, 1 through 5, Ron.
Hey, real talk. When I'm saying he can guard 1 through 5, he legitimately can guard 1 through 5. Am I saying he's locking up 1 through 5? Am I saying that that Mosley said, Paulo, you're taking.
You said he can stand in front of all 5
except for your possession. If he
won't get tore up.
I've seen Wilkins stands in front of Shea and gets still.
If he gets switched on to
Derek
White for a possession, we're not tripping. If he gets switched on to Jalen Brunson, it's like we'll live with it, you know.
I've seen Wilkins guard Shea. I've seen Kawhi.
Look at Jordan.
Please don't bring up.
Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject.
Defense from Jokic last night. I'm damn
I'm saying we're not even there. We're already changing the subject. We're already changing the subject.
No. Hold on. Sneak that shit in, though. I gotta
get there in a second and swipe it because you got some explaining to do.
I don't have any explaining to do. There's no explaining. I don't have any explaining to do. Go ahead.
How many playable players y'all had last night, Swipe? 3?
I don't know. We're gonna move the subject again.
We'll get there. I want to bring it back to Paulo and Cooper though. I'm just saying, but Paulo gives you, he's a positive on defense. On top of that, he's giving you 26, 8, and 5 a night. I don't know if Cooper will ever do that, let alone in year 3. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I think he's a good player. I think Cooper Flag is a really good player, bro. Like I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying what I think his ceiling is. I think, he has some glaring things on offense that he's going to have to get better at. And taking his man and beating his man one-on-one, being a good one-on-one scorer is going to have to be in the NBA. But he fits well in the system. If he does get to Lauri Markkanen, that's a compliment. Lauri Markkanen is a damn good player. Like, I don't know why people are like, Lauri Markkanen. Like, that's a compliment. Damn good player.
Jordan, to your point, Jordan, I mean, if you could get 22 and 7 at a Cooper Flag, that's not bad.
Like,
that's
what the hell?
Yeah. Especially as an all-league defender and an all-league defender. Yeah, I'll take that. Yes,
but Lauri Markkanen is not a franchise player. He's a very good player, but he's not a franchise player.
Comparing him to Lauri Markkanen just because that's like
that's his skin color. That's why.
I don't know.
That's the
I feel like they play nothing alike.
Yeah, I don't think he's comparing their game.
They play nothing alike. That's his skin color. I don't know why we trying to skip over the elephant in the room.
I just wanted to confirm what was going on.
That's a confirmation. But I'm just saying, like, that's the bottom line of, like, y'all talking about Anthony Davis. Somebody said Kevin Garnett. It's like, pump your brakes, slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit.
Real talk. All I know is if I'm San Antonio and if Milwaukee calls and they asking for that number 1 pick in exchange for Giannis, I ain't saying no. I'm not.
Me either.
You got the salary as well. It's not like just.
We got to make the money work. 100%. Yes, we definitely got to. You're
kind of losing all of your young guys for Giannis.
We definitely got to make the money work. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
Giannis, Wemby, and De'Aaron, and then a bunch of vibes, champagne in them.
My thing about it though is
champagne is more than a vibe.
You just don't take the guaranteed win. Like guaranteed from Giannis next to Wemby. His numbers might go down a little bit, but
you didn't have the guarantee with Wemby.
What do you mean?
When Wemby was a prospect, there was no guarantee he was going to turn into.
Yeah, but we know what Wemby is right now, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but none of you guys would have traded the Wemby pick for Giannis, but you didn't have a guarantee.
But this is also looking hindsight too.
Okay,
as well. So everybody, when you ask them that question, would you trade Wemby's pick?
They blaming me for the Cooper Flag KG comparison.
Who the hell compare KD and that's what I'm saying.
I didn't even make a draft comparison fan.
He did it. The British one.
This is what I'm saying right here.
This is what I mean. Like these people who be trying to hold me accountable, all they do is just blame me for shit I ain't do.
No, you did that.
Listen, Ron, listen. When we making comparisons,
it was episode 513. I remember.
Ron, when we making comparisons, we need three criteria. Number 1, skill set. Number 2, height, width, and weight. Number 3, this is the most important one, skin color. Like, we can't keep making these criteria based on some, like, there's no way y'all finna just skip over the elephant in the room. I know y'all want to so bad. It's not realistic. Like, it's no way you finna compare Cooper Flag and Kevin Durant. Why are we doing that?
Why is the skin color the difference there?
But you know why. That's why. You know why.
I'm saying I seen Chet Holmgren in Gonzaga. That's all I'm saying.
I think Cole might be the exception.
Okay, is Chet Holmgren Kevin Garnett?
I mean,
no, he is not.
I mean,
is he Shaq?
Well, who's he? Sean Bradley?
Yeah.
Yep. My man Okur. That's what he is.
What?
Job comparison.
That's crazy.
Yep.
What's crazy about it? I don't know why y'all want to act.
You said
like
Mehmet and Shingun. At least Mehmet had a jumper.
Okur. I said Mehmet Okur.
They both Turkish. Now they both Roosters.
I said Mehmet Okur Chet. I said him and Chet. That's what
how
they
are
are.
they similar?
They tall. They can shoot the ball. They got the same color. Like, what are we talking? They're very similar. Pfeiffer.
This is like when they describe white receivers in the NFL as like good hands, good route runner, hard worker.
Yep.
So he's gonna be where he needs to be. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why people want to act like that's not real. That's real.
Jordan, I think Coop just breaks that mold a little bit. Coop a little different. Coop a little different.
Andre Karolinko different.
Sneaky athletic.
Oh no, he just a little different.
Yeah, Cooper is a sneaky athlete.
He is. I didn't say they couldn't be athletic.
There's nothing sneaky about Cooper's athleticism.
Zero real talk. Zero. He will punch it on you.
It's very loud.
He will run right down the gut and punch it on you in transition or in the half court. He will punch it on you. He rebounds on the box. He rebounds over the box.
Athletic. He's super athletic.
Wait, is Christian Brown? Is he white? Is he athletic for a white boy?
He's athletic. I don't know. I see you want to switch the conversation. He's athletic.
I mean, Christian Brown is just Grayson Allen. I don't know.
No.
That's wrong.
Like we don't.
That's his comparison.
Do we? That's what I was about to say. Do we compare Christian Brown to Derek White? Do we compare him to those two guys?
No, we can't. No.
And not just because he's a player, because he's white too. Ain't got that also has something to do with it. So we're not going to act like that's not a part of it. To Jordan's point.
Exactly.
We're not going to act like that's not a part
when
of it.
have we ever compared a white guy to Michael Jordan?
I'm not
done that.
I don't know.
There hasn't been one as good.
Hey,
yeah.
Jordan, I will say Cooper DeJean remind me of Delta O'Neal. So Cooper DeJean's cold, bro. Like, period.
I'm just saying, man. You go. Hey, that's segregation. I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, Caitlin Clark, Damian Lillard, James, Steph Curry. So.
Oh my God.
And Cameron Brink's Anthony Davis. If we're having a real conversation.
We in another world.
She Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
That's all I'm saying. Ain't no white guy gonna be compared to Shaq. What's the white guy we compare to Shaq?
What's the white? We haven't seen a built white guy like that.
That's what I'm saying. Who's been in the league?
Oh wait, Arvidas was bigger than Shaq. To be fair, he was bigger than Shaq.
Though.
Exactly.
No, we don't compare nobody to Shaq.
And we don't compare white guys to black dudes to Larry Bird. We don't do that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Luka is the one compared to Larry Bird.
No. Rookie year, Tyreek Evans at 25 and 5 seasons.
Man, you out your damn mind. You out your damn mind.